Hi, US people. I'm Chinghiz, together with you. Today, February 24th, 2023. And of course, May this genocidal war in Europe anniversary 1 year ago, full-scale invasion by genocidal action across Ukraine by Russia, by Putler, fascist authority of Russian Federation, which take already 10 of thousands, more even. Real concrete figures, of course, lives, militaries, civilians, children, women, several million displaced. There was children forced to Russia, fascist Russia, Ukrainian children, for re-education, as China did with Uyghurs, re-education. And there was energy crisis because, again, fascist Russia and very corrupted Western countries, political establishment, some which was leaded appeasement movement, appeasement of Putin movement. And particularly this appeasement obviously did possible this full-scale genocidal war in Europe. Ukrainian people again show to the whole world this nation heroic, very strong, powerful, and their decision create own future by joining to Europe and also did very significant, very important decision join to NATO, which will guarantee the security as NATO guaranteed the member state security already after World War II. And this area particularly keep peace, to possible this peace, despite very brutal Cold War. So these Ukrainian people and fascist Russia and civilized world, developed countries, which I hope finally decided stand with Ukraine, this particular importance, this not well revised decision, and in this case, very significant, very, for me and for the rest of the world should be very crucial and important visit to Ukraine, Joe Biden, President of the United States. Very proud. And I very welcome this visit. Was surprised what was so American visit. Because for peace, because stand with victims, stand against evil, stand with democracy. This United States, as we know, and should be, American president visit show that. And importance of Joe Biden announcement, this position not be revised. Sorry. This position not be revised, and in the United States, absolute majority of American people also stand with Ukraine and Republican Party, particularly after midterm, which rejected MAGA of Putin Trump candidate, very small quantity of them now in Congress. And this majority of Republican also stand with Ukraine. It is very crucial because what's coming in this reality unrevisable and very powerful support to Ukraine is crucial to Europe, to America, to NATO, to other countries, neighbor countries of Ukraine, former Soviet Union republics, to all, and to whole world. Is actually about peace. We should keep this world order, political case, which was created after World War II. Economical, particular financial system should be revised, should be replaced. These are the term I directly and very concrete form talking about how unacceptable this current financial system of the world. But political system which can continue keep peace and even do more, and leadership of America here crucial. So we also seeing after sanctions support to Putin continue. These sanctions not seriously affected Putler and co. Because this country and these companies in America and Europe continue in hidden forum help Putin. particular former Soviet Union republics also actively participated, not all, but several very actively helping Putin. Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan, and possible one, two more. But this help to really helping Putin avoid this effect of sanctions. And now China start show the position support to fascist Putin, and also there was information. It's not yet not final decision, but there was United States Secretary of State Blinken even officially announced that they're China planning to that supply weapons to Russia. We know China have huge scale of Soviet time military ammunition in their storage, huge. Their tanks, artillery, rockets, other ammunitions. And it's very unacceptable, absolutely unacceptable, if China will do that. If so, we should allow this fact as China already participated in this aggression against Ukraine, and we should act firmly against China. Plus means same forum, which was against Putler's Russia. If you will fail, if you will not do that, this again will Western countries very grave mistake. If you again will act as semi-mimi, you will put Ukraine very, very dangerous situation. But if you will act firmly against China, this can work, and this will work. Otherwise not. And also call China, not put your country on the bus for Putler's regime, for Putler regime. China needs democracy, democratic political reform. This is about what really China needs. But President Xi Jinping showed he will not care about future of China. He think maybe this way good and this will do for Chinese country, state, will create good future. But this wrong. Without political reform, China not have future. I many times said that. It's not political Western countries' political narratives. Democracy, human rights, not Western countries' political narratives. Human rights means human rights. Human being, everywhere human being, same same. In 21st century, no matter which nationality or color of skin, human beings is human beings, and human rights should be respected. And this means democracy, democratic system, free fair elections, free media, press means without political prisons, and free market economy. This one, and Chinese Communist Party refusing this fact, doing same mistake which did Soviet Union, and now finally doing Putin. A result of his this neo-imperialism aggressive policy can Russian Federation will fall apart. Same can happen to China. If China will aggressively continue attack national minorities in China, Tibetans, Uyghurs, and others, this not have future. And these nationalities, these nations, in good time will, of course, not will won't be still as part of China. This is so obvious. But if China will reform and nations of China will together join to this reform, and they, if will true autonomy appertain to these regions, Tibetan and Uyghurs autonomies, true autonomy. And at the same time, of course, integration process in region, in ASEAN, for example, case, true integration, as in European Union. Together which made this possible. And China can be one of leader country, and I believe in that. The national minorities will have full right, and their integration of free market, again as European Union, free travel without border will have, but as Schengen zone, okay? Plus minus. This future, I was talking about future and how China can be one of leader country on this case. By China, Xi Jinping, Communist Party, China, since that they decided go authoritarian, aggressive forum, dictatorship forum, go further, and result of that what view I said. Chinese people last protest demonstrations across China very clearly show they reject Communist Party of China. They reject today's Communist Party leaders as Xi Jinping. Okay? These Chinese people, national minorities in China, and future. About Xi Jinping, for his wrong position, putting China future under danger. And why they decided to help Hitler nowadays. How China can say, when all obvious online, how which policy of Hitler was last decade particular. Very aggressive, increasingly invasion to Georgia, invasion to Ukraine, 2014, annexation of Crimea, occupation and annexation of eastern region, and treating other countries. And these countries standing up for resist Ukraine, Moldova before our eyes, Georgia also. And China they think can deny this reality and say Putin acting this forum because NATO treating Russia. I all time say Communist Party of China, dumb, moron. And when this dumb position of Chinese Communist Party taken by Chinese leadership, this already can come to this form. China putting own country under risk, danger, in very bad situation, can be, and will, if for country help Hitler nowadays. On the world, peace. The hypocrisy of Communist Party of Soviet Union and same in China. So I try again call Chinese leadership. Join to my call. And of course, you can't support Putin because Putin in genocidal war against sovereign country, and this fact mean Russia should leave fully from Ukrainian territory, including Crimea, fully. And after that, you can't think which future can be for Russian Federation. Navalny, one of opposition leader of Russia, now in prison of Putler, fascist Russia. He tweeted about his position, his view of future. Today, in what situation Russia and how Russia can leave this situation and in near future of Russia. I welcome his tweets. He first time and openly already directly recognize Ukraine territorial integrity 1991. Okay, this means Crimea, of course, part of Ukraine, and Russia leaving Ukraine. Russia decided be a European country by political reform, rejecting presidential institution, means presidential republic, and back in parliamentary republic, federative republic of Russia, parliamentary. It's all welcomed. Very important good. This chance can be to Russia be survived. These morons, fascists, Putin herself and her circle, former President Dmitry Medvedev, and their others have too, they itself saying that result of their policy, Putin, Medvedev, Patrushev, Shoigu, Gerasimov, this Putin circle, Kovalchuk, Mavalchuk, blah, blah. Result of the policy will Russian Federation will fall apart, will end. They themselves confirming that if they will lose war in Ukraine, Russia will fall apart. They know more why they decided, why they decide this wrong position. I try say you each time. Who behind them, who helping them, who fueling them, and they fascist, they chauvinist position. We should be biggest country in the world, they already. We should be big, we should be from Lisbon to Vladivostok, this, we center this. And this in 21st century. And they think this possible. They can invade occupied and annexed countries, and this will acceptable. But if they will lose, their country will fall apart. Therefore, they should continue to that. Obviously, this fascist ideology and very unclever and low IQ because their chauvinism is ugar. And China decided help Putin. If you, this will be a very big mistake. Therefore, I call China not do this mistake. And what we should do in this situation, when America, thanks to Joe Biden, about Joe again. Joe, when he was vice president to President Obama, I like his very powerful, strong position, as vice president. I remember several his statements, speech on foreign policy, and how America should be strong and strongly back democracies around the world. But now he president and he show start come online as I know him. This is Joe Biden and American leadership and Western countries should be still unite. And it's very important and very good if this Putler authority of Russia will fall apart because they will lose in Ukraine. But Russia can survive if as Navalny and others, Karamurza and exiled several of them, will truly take very strong position on democracy and human rights, on justice, and will finally condemn fascism, Russian chauvinism, neo-imperialism, finally reject this policy, and Western countries should join to this process, creating new Russia. And this can be helpful. If there will some semi-form action from this today's opposition leaders as Navalny, Karamurza, others. Semi-position not needed for they will fail. So this very serious thing and this very good chance for Russia, this good initiative from Navalny, I again back this position, and together we can create new Russia, which will, without military power, this not will longer exist. Again, we rejected chauvinism, militarism. There should be limited quantity of Russian army as European country. This is one of, and there are many, several others very important things which we also can resolve by working together. And Russia can become to democratic country. This. And so, what need Ukraine? Same as this heroic woman of Ukraine demanded. They too, women, demanded weapon. They should protect own country. This was Nobel Peace Prize winner. Name, I'm sorry, last Nobel Peace Prize winner Matvichuk, if not correct, I'm sorry. Now I not so. Women have full right. They for protect democracy, as she said. I remember her words when facing fascist forces aggression, you should fight. And also Alena Zelensky, first lady of Ukraine, who demanded weapons when she was in visit in the United States. So Ukrainian people, President Zelensky, militaries are calling for that. Western country generals, four-star generals to call for that. Already stop discuss what you can send and what not. Time fully stand with Ukraine. There should be tanks, there should be military jets, F-16, tanks, Leopard, Abrams, Challengers, jets, F-16, their French jets have, their, I think Sweden also military jets. This combined, but main here, of course, F-16s, very important. There should be long-range rockets, 8 ATACMS, immediately, 300-kilometer range, ATACMS to HIMARS. There should be enough quantity of HIMARS and enough quantity of ATACMS to these HIMARS, not limited. Same about tanks. There should be, 600, 700. More than 500 is correct. I think 700 is good figure. Leopards, Abrams. There should be enough Patriot systems. Enough. No 1, no 3, no 5. If needed, there be 50 means 50, 30, 50 military experts and specialists know how many, but no less, no less. Our position. And immediately, not by delaying or extending timetable, not immediately. There should start training. There should same time needed if some structure in Ukraine this where this can come and from there. These all military jobs. They are not your problem. And also drones, repairs, very crucial. Now, what I say this now, all now. Enough quantity, no less, this means no less. Or especially say there should be 100 F-16s and co. This means there should be 100, no 50. Why 50? For what 50? If there are 100 needed. There's no advertising, no some show baselessly from your power. We're sending 100. Not. They are war. They are war. And military say they are needed 100 F-16. If so, and that is, there should be no less than 100 F-16s. And same about ATACMS, same about tanks, Leopards, same about drones, repairs, same about Patriot systems, no less and immediately. This is crucial. This is crucial. What our day is this. All in this year will happen, mainly in 2023. For that, needed immediate supply and enough quantity, means needed quantity, no less. Time for that. And United States President Joe Biden, you shall. I know I never will say forward some such serious things. But when this come to level, United States should decide, shall, and is crucial first to United States and second to allies and to whole world. United States already can't show position as was previously in words pro-democracy, but in action even was sometimes anti-democratic action. This should be stopped. This no work. This is very bad to United States. If your ally, United States, ignoring you, for example, you asking them, your ally, the ally say, hey, we know. And this happening in very serious case, and it's directly affecting your country national security, United States, and your national as state world leader, your strategy. You can't be continue as usual as nothing happened. Today in Israel, apartheid regime. By denying this fact, you can't change this reality. United States authority, State Department, in Congress was Pelosi now, Jeffries, and among Republicans also enough, many, pro-Trump, Kushner. In White House, I no doubt the Israel lobbyists very strongly sitting. And Israel continue his apartheid regime, continue its massacre, continuation of that, killing innocent people, children, women as usual, as normal. This plus to add additional to the apartheid region. They continue increase their settlements in occupied territories by killings. Palestinian fighting means Ukrainian fighting against Putler because Putler invade Ukraine. Israel invade Palestine. Palestinian fighting, the differences here very huge. Palestinians not have arm, not have army, police, nothing. Ukraine have was small, weak, but now we're together, and Ukraine will win. This no doubt. But Palestinians, without army, without police, against Israel army, Israel Shin Bet, Israel Mossad, Israel army, which armed the settlements and their aggression against Palestinians, again attack, massacres, again kill. And Palestinians sometimes act fighting, resisting, not have right. Huh? Who created this reality? Palestinian, Israel killing civilians of Palestinians, children, women. Massacre. Look at this statistic. Quantity of this killed by Israel forces, children and women. I even not talking about men. Men, no human being. They're not in their own land. They not have right to fight, resist. If fighting, you're killing their children, women, they're attacking, sometimes killing Israel civilians because their own civilians killed by official, by Israel officials, official forces, terrorists. Terrorists. All world should back Israel because Palestinians not human beings. They terrorists attacking Israel civilians, and there was killed 3, 4 or different situations and figures also. But reality, what? Who created this reality? And today even, and each time was this, look at statistics, 10 times at least Israel killing more Palestinians, many of them civilians, 10 times and more. Why are you doing that? Why you try back Israel? Netanyahu already openly saying, hey, Palestinian territory not exist. This all Israel, Jewish people territory. Because in some times, in some history, they was there. You saw many nations around the world in some times of history was in some there. Huh? Not true? And we call it that ultra-nationalism, fascism. Hitler, for example, with his Nibelungas, Siegfrieds, Ari, huh? Best race, best nation. and we was there, we should back. Netanyahu today saying that, today Joe Biden, today officially Israel prime minister position. Palestine not have territory, this all Israel territory, and we have right back to our territory. Huh? They already killed more than a million, I think, during these decades of years, including Nakba. Should be more. Netanyahu said he will arm the settlement, will give them more right, kill. First kill, shot. After that, ask, what your name, what you want. Netanyahu officially said that, Joe Biden. And settlement will kill, already killing. They are not big difference. They are Bennett, Netanyahu, guns, only several from dozens. 2, 3 was a position, not ultra-Zionism. They was against apartheid regime. 2, 3 from dozens. This remained dozen, all was ultra-Zionist. But now more. Already the government, extremist government. And why United States allow all that? What reason? Which reason? Why United States putting own country national interests and including security because they have risk on the Israel, taking Israel interests above United States interests. Israel acting as ally, where are you seeing that? Where are you seeing Israel acting as ally? I'm not talking about scheme, I'm talking about reality, fact check. Israel was, several times acting against United States. Through investigation should show that. But through investigation never happened. Even into United States, Israel was part of 9/11. Some forum Israel Mossad was participated. In more forum, Israel was participated on 16 election intervention. This is about your democratic institutions, United States, and your ally attacking you. But you all downplaying, no investigation, no touch this sphere. Why? Why you elected Hakim Jeffries? All matter, I never will talk about less serious things. This policy, how United States political establishment, weak or belong to Israel lobbyists, means Jewish, APAC. How this can open this happening before our eyes? How this can be possible? They even with believe this and guarantee. Okay, they can do that. Pelosi was APEC, and we decided that Afro-American should be, but APEC. Very, with comfort, with belief, they did that. And the rest of Democrats in Congress applaud. Hakim Jeffries, hooray. When needed, they very clever. When needed, they very naive. Why is this happening? Again. Because you're this wrong position, and this wrong position, behind this wrong position about Israel, apartheid means fascist authority, about Israel attacking United States democratic institution, about Jewish lobbyism into United States, particularly this about Rothschild and Co., who own financial system of world, and they base in United States, Federal Reserve, all that. Therefore, this happening. And American people should finally, again I'm calling for that, wake up, open your eyes. In words, America, democratic country rule of law, but in practice, they are happening very bad things. How Trump can come to White House, how this was possible. Because there was conspiracy. Even today, your country national security under threat. There again, because helping Putin, and Putin structure both in America, this Trump continue do his evil job. All that. United States, when they not will finally take decision for take very concrete position, because United States of America, their interest and allies' interest means NATO, when United States facing this confrontation from putlers, and seems China also trying stand by helping Putler against United States, of course targeting Taiwan, main target this. In this case, United States should take final position. World watching. If America will do mistake, will try downplay Israel fascism, apartheid regime, will continue by action, green light this massacre and occupation settlements. They are not a respect. This policy not a future. Nations not will believe. Nation not will back United States. And all time already go away. When United States can buy money, by army, by helping in some country, in some business, etc. Not. This policy not will work. Can work transparent, means bold and concrete position. United States truly country of democracy and rule of law. And if there are some country acting this forum as Israel acting, there should be accountability to these countries. And the United States should do that. And after that, world, all developed countries, developing countries, they doubt, will fail apart, will go away. They will back you, and this much more powerful than some country you buying by money or by some businesses which was in 20th century. Israel should be stop it. I say. And in this case, against me, or Joe Biden, again, President Biden, he very good know what against me, how this happening. This İlham Aliyev, Aydın Azerbaycan, İlham Aliyev Banke, there are dozen brigades, in each brigade dozen specialists. They act in each second. Means in each second no less than 100 in Banke active, maximum form active, by using bayonet weapons, electron weapon, sonic weapon. Only using this weapon, this already should be that. I think this so crime against humanity. Who using bayonet weapon? This crime against humanity. Okay? Chemical weapons, biological weapons, sonic weapon, electron weapon, nuclear weapon. Against me using two, electron weapon and sonic weapon. And also very high-tech devices, higher than Pegasus. And in this case, high-tech case, Israel helping İlham Aliyev. And both Putin. By putting green light, Israel Mossad participated at İlham Aliyev bunker, and they try kill me, terrorizing, tortured me, attacking me. This is Israel, your ally, United States of America. But this country can't be your ally. Ally means ally. So against Palestinians, against world, this, because Israel, against me, this. Against Palestinians, against world, I said, Israel, this forum, and I will now say how Israel helping evils, authorities, authoritarian regime across world, and why. And against me, Joe Biden. Terrorized, tortured, you feeling, seeing, feeling, know, listening, their briefings, their information, what's happening against me. You're informing in daily briefings to Israel Mossad. How Blinken talking about that, even he was blah blah about Azerbaijan opposition activist was attacked, arrested, blah blah, because truly what happened. Blinken can call Ilham Aliyev, stop arrested, for example, Bakhtiyar Hajiyev, release him immediately, or others political opposition activists. But he not to say something about what happening against me and who doing that is Ilham Aliyev, terrorizing, tortured me, undeniable. You doing statement if some opposition leader beat him, tortured, but against me daily, in each second base, decades of years, this happening. And this last time increasing that because Israel Mossad. Tim Jorge, now Tim Jorge, was NSO. Before NSO was Aviram Azari. Now he's in prison in United States. Aviram Azari was very actively used by Ilham Aliyev. Aviram Azari was using high techs, attacking, helping authoritarian regime attack his opposition. In Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev was an active user. But in America, he did something against some, I think, climate crisis fighters on behalf of oligarchs linked to Deripaska, Putin, Luxembourg, Deripaska. There's him. And FBI arrested him for this activity. For this activity. Was attacking American citizens in America because they was these climate crisis fighters or investigative journalists. I'm not correct, recall, no, but this, what I saying, case, this, correctly. And these oligarchs doing payment to Azari and say, go and hack the emails, the activity, we will do public this and will attack them for this reason, for stop them. For that, Aviram Azari was arrested in America. After that, Pegasus, NSO, Kanduiri, Pegasus, world leader number one, who mainly used Pegasus against own country citizens and opposition. Mainly, many times means. Number one, Ilham Aliyev. Look at docs. Fact check. Again, Ilham Aliyev. Aviram Azari, Ilham Aliyev actually use it. Pegasus, number one in the world. Ilham Aliyev. Now Tim Jorge, and we know Pegasus will go. They try attack me, I beat them. Baradar. Pegasus was worldwide and even continue revealing facts in different country cases. Continue name of country, quantity of country increasing. How they use it, Pegasus against own people for keep their authority. Absolute majority of them authoritarian regimes, including official not authoritarian regime officially, But unofficially we know Orban, who even Orban of Hungary, European Union member country leader, prime minister was using Pegasus. Erdogan used it. İlham Aliyev number one in world use it. Worldwide. Authoritarian regimes, China, etc. This Israel. All they officially call it former Israel intelligence or Mossad or Shin Bet, or even there was some info about police, military employees, officers, former. They are in this job not never come and be former. They're acting. But officially in some job, they change it to this job. But this all Israel authority, including new revelation, this Guardian, Süddeutsche Zeitung, other investigative journalists, this International Consortium of Investigative Journalists, organization, corruption, crime report projects, or CCRP, and many others, journalists, revealed it. Tim Jorge, Hanan, Jewish, former Israel officer, intelligence officer, military intelligence officer, they have info about that. And this Tim Jorge, long time, again, helping by money authoritarian regimes for win elections. Who giving money? They're helping using several form of methods. They was in Nigeria, they was in Kenya, they was, across Europe. No doubt they was in Azerbaijan. They even was in United States of America. Pegasus too. Pegasus even was attacked White House. Roosevelt, State Department, White House, Pegasus. Now Tim Jorge was helping, participated on 16 election as part of this Israel involvement on this attack against American democratic institutions, helping Putin in some state, not nationwide as this Jorge means Hanan name said, no nationwide in United States, but in some state, and this state, no doubt, key state, swing state. And Cambridge Analytica, Brexit, after Brexit, Boris Johnson election was using, who will investigate that? Should be. If not, this country, Britain, as United States and other European countries who was attacked by this Israel, officially former but truly not former acting officers attacking elections in Europe, European Union, Britain, United States. How Israel can again continue call as ally. And against me, this high techs using this internet when I open, their massive attack against me, and this directly linked to banking because when I operating in internet, of course the bank have more uh, speedy means high-tech computer and operational system and the professionals computer uh, hackers who attack in America to see this one, this level. And also they ads. I several times said that. These ads in YouTube, in Twitter, which I using, in Guardian, or any other website or social media particular, they will there by the ads, by the profiles. The Team Jorge 30,000 profile have. 30,000. This means 10 of millions combined, followers. It's about disinformation, particularly election time, how they attacking opponent on some candidate, which they decided, Tim Jorge decided, help for money. And this flash profiles, 30,000, and additional who joining them, these groups, using this disinfo, and they're huge attack. And you call that democratic election. Against me, I open their ads, they already there. I even know joining, but not yet, not start reading. They are attacking. Many times, each day, this many time happening, each day. How they attack and try to stop my activity in internet. They're already, because they before me there, they already created this construction of attack. Which attack? How? How they will use this, and attack. And against others, this form as report revealed. Against me, using the Team Jorge technology, this obviously, and against others can also using worldwide, helping against authoritarian regime. And why Israel continue call it democratic country, United States ally, when the apartheid regime and Israel official already undeniably, this already fourth or fifth time worldwide network, worldwide action, helping authoritarian regimes. Tim Azari, this Aviram Azari, Pegasus NSO, Kanduiri, Tim Jorge already. An attack against United States, two among these attacks. United States should act. United States should act. If Joe Biden will ignore, this will be a very serious mistake. There should be measures against Israel extremist authority of Netanyahu, freeze aid to Israel, freeze, Joe, demand stop settlement, demand disarm your settlers, disarm and stop immediately settlement. They can security, we can create. We can create. Israel never will. We can. Why we not there? Why worldwide we have under United Nations and the NATO and the well, different countries, different missions. We should act. We should stop Israel fascism. Israel, we should end Israel apartheid regime. We should recognize finally and without delay now Palestinian state as independent state, sovereign state, and full member of United Nations, including Security Council, can be member as by rotation. This full right of sovereign country. We should do that. Okay? If not, this will be a very big mistake. There's a good chance for United States. This situation demanded particular leadership act from United States for act against Israel fascism. I say, Nigeria coming election tomorrow. There are mainly three candidates after Buhari presidency. Corruption main problem of Nigeria. I know that there was one president, Jonathan Goodluck. I will back at him because he announced he will fight corruption. And Jonathan Goodluck, by my support and Nigerian people's support and others, was acting as president. First step started, but later and now we know exactly, he was corrupted one. He in words was position in fighting corruption, and actually he same time was loaning the money. Corruption there was. Therefore, Buhari won election because Jonathan Goodluck corruption. And Buhari, after his 2 terms in office, now his term ended, he will transfer power for citizen candidate who run for president, and this fact also very important, democratic transition power, transfer power by election. But they have 3 candidates, young people of Israel or Nigeria back in Peter Obi, 61 years. Others, 70 years, 72 years, they age. But two, they was in very high positions, and they are, I think, because Nigeria, corruption, they are very high level, and these two others candidate, they was in top positions. But this Peter Obi and young people think he can fight corruption, he can change Nigeria to really transform Nigeria to more open, more democratic country and less corrupted country. They backed Peter Obi, Nigerian youths. And youths, this future, they better know Peter Obi. They Nigerian youths, Nigerian citizens, voters, Nigerian students. They supported Peter Obi. Therefore, I call Nigerian people, maybe Peter Obi, good chance, good candidate for presidency than to others who was working long time in top jobs. And there not was some effective work from them. This fact. But Peter Obi and youth believe in him can, and this can be good. Therefore, I call you, Nigerian people, back your youth's decision, youth your future, and they want future for Nigeria, for own youth means their life, future, for own life, future of Nigeria, which should be in which country they want life. They won't do that, create that future together, start create that together with Peter Obi. So I call you Nigerian people actively join to this election. Turnout should be there more high level and vote for Peter Obi. And this chance for Peter Obi do good for Nigeria, Nigerian people, Nigerian country, state, to Nigerian youths. This, I say, I together with you, Nigerian people. And Iran in very serious point now, Iranian establishment understand already today's political system not working in Iran. Regime of mullahs, ayatollahs not working. There should be reform. There should be normal republic with normal state institutions, without institutions of ayatollah who, my English, who above other institutions. This is abnormal. This already more than 4 decades. This was no good time was to Iran. Iran were very poor country, very less development. People life level very low. Their injustice, their brutality, all. But Iran can become to better country. And Iranian people want that. Iranian youth, Iranian women fighting for that. They're dying for that. They understand this war, this fight. They can change Iran. They can change. If they not to fight, they anyway was killing and killing, arresting, killing. Injustice very high level in Iran. But other than they fighting, dying, fighting. And this for Iran future. And they're fighting. Iranian people, youths, and not only youths, women, very brave, very heroically fighting young girls, women, all Iranian people. Across Iran, they continue protest demonstrations in street squares. But their main what? Already the Iran establishment, and this should be increase their activity. The initiative from Musavi and others very celebrities of Iran also backed his plan by referendum change constitution and change this today's regime of mullahs, ayatollahs to normal republic. Federative republic means that. Because region there, Iran, this truth of Iran, their national minorities not to agree with powerful center. There should be some balance. Federative republic, as in Germany, for example. And this initiative Musavi, I back it. This team in exile, Masih Alinejad and Nazanin Bonaidi and their other names, they also should join. I think they're joining because this coalition all should come together as one team and act. Main job will inside Iran, this action, this process, and from foreign countries and this team in exile, they meetings with foreign countries for mobilize these foreign countries for stand with Iranian people, help for change Iranian regime. This is very important. And this coalition should take position, as I said already. We go to referendum by several draft of constitution, 2 or 3. And this united forum goal, fighting together, united forum. We all rejecting today Iranian regime, which already should go to past. And referendum means Iranian people wish, Iranian people decision, vote An outcome of this referendum we as coalition should all accept without some distraction. Outcome of referendum this, and is accepting. Which constitution? Which country? Republic, which I back it. Normal republic, without institutional ayatollahs. Modern, secular, parliamentary republic, and also the presidential institution, but as in Germany. But there should be other draft constitution, maybe some want Shah regime, monarchy regime, maybe. And third version should be some form, some other form. But outcome of referendum we should accept without some distraction. This is our goal. We changing regime in Iran, and which country should be in Iran, this should decide Iranian people. Who will again that? They putting your own interest of group above Iranian people interest. And these persons can't be declare themselves as they fighting for change in Iran. This is unacceptable. So, and Western country, they should increase their activity for change regime in Iran. Not afraid of that. Iranian people decision that they decided this regime, and you should stand with Iranian people. This one. United States, European Union, United Nations, others. Time for change in Iran. And I call Iranian people, continue your protest demonstrations. Again, I repeat it saying you're not afraid. No stop. If you will stop, all will stop. All will stop. You will lose your chance. Now, good chance, Iranian people. You're already fighting more than half a year. Why you should stop? If you're not afraid, and you said you're not afraid, you will continue to be on streets and squares. Not afraid of brutality of this regime. Therefore, you're fighting this regime because this regime inhumane, and this as war you're fighting. Some of you dying, who dying? They're dying for Iran, for protecting Iran. If there will war against Iran, you not to fight for protect Iran. There will victims. This also fight. This also war. This forum war. Not afraid. And we will change this Iranian regime. If you will stop, you will lose. No to that. No stop. All together with you, Iranian people. This about, look what here happened. Joe Biden. Kenneth wrote, Biden's dropping of a candidate for Latin American human rights post because he criticizes the Israeli government apartheid, a completely mainstream position for any human rights defender, suggests that only Israel apologies are acceptable. Joe Biden administration. I already said that in today's Chinghiz Live. This additional. This man, Mr. Sorry. Cavallaro, James Jim Cavallaro. This morning he tweeted, the United States State Department informed me that it would withdraw my nomination to the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights due to my statement denouncing apartheid in Israel-Palestine. We know Kenan Roth was denying job in Harvard University Kennedy School. Carr Center. Because he was head of Human Rights Watch, and we will report all based on facts and checks transparently, all under world law, international norm and law, revealing Israel authority in Israel today apartheid regime. Same did others. Human rights, very known world organization, Amnesty International, Israel, others. For that, Kenneth Roth was attacked. Shameful. This is so unacceptable. This is so obviously. This so as supremacy of Jewish supremacy. What means? What this means? What means supremacy? Jewish supremacist? Huh? They human beings, same human being. These Jewish, they are not supremacists. Nations around the world all have their history, ancient or younger, all respectful, including Jewish. But if they're toward coming ultra-nationalists and they're saying as Hitler, Heil Hitler, and they're saying Heil Jewish, means white supremacism. Means Jewish, in this case, Jewish supremacism. They high level. Others low. If somebody saying, hey, this, apartheid means apartheid, this apartheid, and they attack it. And White House allow that. This Jim Cavallaro should be back to this position. He specialist of human rights and respectful specialist. and is completely unacceptable for his critic position on Israel apartheid regime, his nomination was denied. Joe Biden, this is very bad. Good. Cavallaro should be give this chance, and he have experience in this case. He was worked there on this commission. He was employed. Has experience, very important. And now about climate crisis, which our day is this system which ruled the world. And which system this you can see. They have war in Europe, genocidal war. Their apartheid regime in Israel fully with immunity, massacre. Their injustices in other countries. The Israel, the Chinghiz, worldwide intervening elections for back authoritarians means evil, and their world financial system, all that happening because world financial system, and who own that? This system ruled all that. This system doing possible and directed all that. No doubt. There's Rothschild and Co. There's no conspiracy theory. This I saying that. And I saying all on fact check, based on fact. Who Rothschild, what they did, what they doing, what they planning to, big crisis means big war. Therefore, they hiddenly continue help Putin for avoid sanctions. They continue plan put in White House Aka Trump for start the big crisis. And they are fully immunity and impunity. You know, this climate crisis, who create? The big fossil fuels, knowingly, intentionally. We have fact, again, what I'm saying, based on fact check. Intentionally. ExxonMobil, Shell, the BP, decades of years ago, they knew which cost will they job, timetable, by years. And they not only ignore their own report. This own report was in a job For example, ExxonMobil give money to specialists. Hey, look some years to future. What will happen? They can will happen that, and they are very bad thing. Climate crisis will happen because of that. This. This is okay. Thank you. Take money. Bye. Do more. Do more. He mean this. Do more. Who will do that? This not only about profit, money coming. This good, and we don't care. This not. This not only this. Big banks behind them. Who big banks? Wall Street, JP Morgan, Deutsche Bank, Citibank, and others. This is Ilham Aliyev. You sing Ilham Aliyev. This is Ilham Aliyev attacking. And look, this is Ilham Aliyev. Literally, in this second, when I start talking about that, this core, this target, they already the second or third time during this Chinghiz live, they attacking me. State opportunity, scale, state, Ilham Aliyev state, scale. Oh, and each second. So I continue. Big banks. Who they? We know who they. We know who behind them. Who truly own their shareholders and their names. And this link it to Rothschild and Co. So who create this climate crisis? And Rothschild and Co. own it not only fossil fuel and not only big banks. They're all sphere, main, all sphere. This not means all companies of all this sphere, not. But mainly, yes. You not will have some sphere where main companies among them and among main companies, they are not will Rothschild. This is impossible. This not exist. Rothschild and Co. already take full control. There are 10 of 1,000 names, and only few call it Rothschild. There are 1,000 names. In Germany, in Italy, in France, in Britain, Austria, America, worldwide. South Africa, in time, beers, please, is manosphere. This diamond, yes, true, not on oil gas. There are other minerals, including diamonds and etc. And that true. Clothes, TV, media, also mean. Again, this fact check. I have video and this open in social media. Their film, Google, Google search. For example, who owners of Google, Alphabet, for example, their shareholders, Shareholder, the percentage. Main percentage, there are some uh, main percentage, some quantity of companies, and mean among them three corporations: Vanguard, BlackRock, and State Street. Same in any other means. Microsoft, Facebook, Metaverse call it. Bayer, who uh, take Monsanto, big oils, even big banks, main shareholder they. These three: BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard. This fact. Investment group, they share, taking shareholder, they not control it active. The investment group and the yes asset this different, this other, these two they invest shareholders means owners. This fact, three group, even they take main percentage of shareholders one or others. For example, Vanguard and BlackRock, main shareholders of State Street. State Street and Vanguard, main shareholders of BlackRock. But who main shareholders of Vanguard is blocked. Not yet. Maybe will, should be. This info they blocked, close. And this three racketeering after 2008. This investment group start racketeering, increasing as rocket. Godspeed. After 2008, blockbuster, financial blockbuster. And I know exactly owner of these three who have $23 trillion, more than United States annual GDP, $21 trillion, United States, more than 300 million people. And there some three group have more money than United States. And this, believe me, part of Rothschild and Co. money. Owners Rothschild and Co. of these three. And they everywhere, media, they are Hollywood, they are Netflix, they are mainstream media, they are all pharmaceutic, they are healthcare system, they are agriculture, they are this dress means sportive even wear. This short film, they are not all information, short, but main film they show, all based on fact. How this possible? Because century, 2 centuries, even more, they're working, taking money, doing money. Hey, we go to America, create the as Bank of England, central bank. They did despite Andrew Jackson, despite Abraham Lincoln in 1993, in 1913, in 1913 they create Federal Reserve. Who own shareholders of this Federal Reserve? Their name: Rothschild, Schiff, Morgan, Warburg, and others. There should be open list, and we will know full list. And after World War II, world financial institutions created by them: World Bank, International Monetary Fund, and other international unit for money exchange, global. These three units, many units in world financial system, and they created by Rothschild and Co. Officially by government on this state or these countries, but directly Federal Reserve independent. Shareholders Rothschild and Co. Bank of England same. This officially fact check. And century coming more and more, and they take more and more sphere in Cold War time particular. And nowadays come to this. And we have problem. Houston, we have problem. Climate crisis, killer crisis. This crisis can and will kill humanity too if we will not stop this crisis. They not believe in that. They have faith to Satan. Rothschild and Co. faith to Satan. This is also fact check. No God, no Christian. Rothschild, no Judaism. He's Jewish, German Jewish, but he is true faith to Satan. Okay? Officially can, as many others of Rothschild and Co. who in clubs and offshores. Officially, some of them Muslim, some of them Christian. They go church, mosque, if they official, public servant. But unofficially, as this movie of Stanley Kubrick with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman, mask, in orgy, their meetings, their faith, and same lifestyle. That's true, no conspiracy theory. What I say based on fact check. United States authority refusing to investigate this attack against America, which destroying America, can destroy finally. Today I reading one of Congresswomen among Republicans, Green, Taylor Green, if not correct, sorry, tweeting, a time for take separate red state from Democrat state means we should create our own state country officially. Officials saying that. Before we listen, in California, somebody, and we later already know this Mueller report, I think, confirmed too, This person was linked to Putin. Money was coming from Putin, oligarch, or Deripaska or Vexelberg. Yeah, sovereignty to California. You remember? This Putin confirmed and verified. But this was said by unofficial. Some did initiative by take money from Putin, oligarch, and are gonna campaign for sovereignty of California. But now official congresswoman calling for same. These alarming facts. This will happen. This will happen if you, America, not to wake up and not to stop that. Through investigation, who killed John Kennedy? Who killed his brother? Who did 9/11? Through investigation. 9/11, who did that? And through investigation and full investigation, 16 intervention of United States elections. And also through investigation of January 6. And others. Kushner take $2 billion. $2 billion. Downplay. Why? Why you destroying America, FBI? Why you try downplay this fact? All that will destroy America. But chance good. They start war, we come unite, we start fight, and do use this situation. Say, hey, Israel, stop apartheid regime. If not, you freeze. Here, launch two investigation on this attack against America. Use the chance. Do all that public, Joe Biden. American people will come to you with believe Joe Biden fighting for America. Not Trump, by blah blah, and doing opposite, exactly 100 degrees, 80 degrees opposite what he's saying. He was acting for destroy America. And this MAGA, this Taylor Green, or this MAGA, Putin structure name into United States, and MAGA boss Trump. And they mango officially. They officially already talking about that. The state should be another day separation, sovereignty. Biden, there's good chance for you, for Democrats, and for American people, good chance. Wake up and start clean up by action. It's not difficult. If you will fail, they will return to White House. They will destroy NATO as they try. They will change by big war world map. And they are not a place for United States. Will several states, not 50, maybe 10. If you think not, on what basis you're this not? If you're refusing, do your job for protect America. I say, Climate crisis. Mark Hudema tweeting. When climate scientists are terrified by what they see coming, we should be too. There is no time to wait. We are in a climate emergency. Mark Hudema tweeting to this position of Peter Kalmas, climate scientist, one of famous known climate scientists, Peter Kalmas. He saying, as a climate scientist, I am terrified by what I see coming. I want world leaders to stop hiding behind magical thinking and feel the same terror. Then they would finally end fossil fuels. Climate crisis killer people. Global genocide coming. Half of measures not will work, not will helpful. Not will helpful. It's avalanche coming. And they want that. Rothschild and Co. really want that. This part of the big crisis. And their additional COVID 20, 21, 25, for example, additional to climate crisis. And big war, it should take billions of lives. They go that. Other than they intentionally doing that. And you have this fact. Which answer? Reason. Scientists saying, stop fossil fuel. This will destroy planet Earth's atmosphere. Change means cause of that will today's life can kill, including nature, wild species. All this landscape of world planet will change, etc. How they reacting, this big fossil fuel? They increasing, no reducing, because scientists say they doing directly opposite. They increasing length of pipeline, quantity of drillings. Opposite. Which reason? What this means? Before our eyes, these wildfires, these droughts, these floods, these earthquakes, which I think directly link it to climate crisis and will increase quantity and power of earthquake too around the world because climate crisis. This quantity and power of hurricanes and etc. etc. And scientists saying, and they acting directly opposite, increasing. Which reason? And I say you, who they? Why they taking this action? This not only about money coming and good. State can cut. Hey, your money treating people, your money making, treating people, and you ban it, for example. And it should be. Ecocide should be crime. Exercise 2. They plan this climate crisis they're using as part of their big crisis, means big war. We should kill billions. Behind this big fossil fuel, Rothschild and Co. Who they? And scientists calling you. And of course you will go to full ignoration because lobbyists will come to you and say, election coming, we will donate to your party or your candidate. You will go further, you can, we will help with it. But sector state should be our or treasury secretary our. No, creating team and go. Same Republican, same Democrat, same other country political establishment. And you under influence, very serious influence of Rothschild and Co. by the lobby schemes. Therefore, these problems happening. But if you directly, again I call him Joe Biden and not only him, other country leaders, directly will call your people, my English not so good, directly will call them, they will join you. They will back your plan, but your plan should be fully open and transparent. And people will back you. And their donors, money, they not will work, not will helpful for them. I say, in history was such things. For example, when Andrew Jackson was elected, bankers backed other candidate, and there was huge money daytime. But people back Andrew Jackson, who was have very less money, because he called directly to people. People start believe him, and his second term presidency same. So this good chance we can act directly, openly, transparently, and powerfully. And this what actually should be needed. If not, they, for example, this Putin structure will continue work despite these sanctions. This Putin structure person, this in Luxembourg, for example, these facts are all facts. OCCRP, the anti-corruption movement was dealt a blow last year when the European Court of Justice sided with the plaintiff in a major case over corporate transparency. Who was he? A man who has directed or owned at least 117 companies. The Luxembourg businessman got Europe corporate registers shut down. Why did a man who runs a private aircraft company become a central figure in rolling back corporate transparency across the continent. And there, in this report, revelation, he linked it to Putin. He small country, Luxembourg, but he company one of big in worldwide aircraft system and link it to Putin, Putin oligarchs. And he was plaintiff, and this court decision so wrong, and this should be appealed again. Beneficial ownership should be public. Their position very weak, and this court, who was justice, this question should be questioned. They are, so obviously, very corrupt person linked to Putin. His position weak. Their advocate, their lawyers, they saying that his position weak, but justice ruled for his behavior. And this should be questioned and should be appealed, and we should restore this beneficial ownership. But why this happening? This example, again linked to collapsing of shores, means corruption, money laundering. Their main tool. Now another attack against me. This Ilham Aliyev police, what I said, which who Putin and Ilham Aliyev Putin side is truly ally, and their lifestyle, which you seeing, what they're doing, again doing, not in mind, doing. Sodom Himora, but I have radar. This bank is not acting freestyle. They're acting by Ilham Aliyev order, and Israel Mossad helping Ilham Aliyev by putting green light. And both Putin, this scheme, daily, nightly, each second attacking. Oh, look, all the attacking. I show you in this second this attack. And this all Ilham Aliyev bank and scale again. As sometimes they are not this bank and this state resources. What I hear, Chinghiz life. There are thousands, strategic number one level of Ilham Aliyev. This one, this scale, this Putin saying, Ilham Aliyev saying, from Soviet Union time was that, now this come to this forum, and Israel authority participated, and who helping Putin? Rothschild and Co. In my case, too. Behind them, Sen, Rothschild and Co. helping them, backing them. Therefore, there are not some concrete action in my case. For stop that, the system terrorism or change, for the civilized forum, recognize my Norway, Rothschild and Co. And openly Israel by high-tech participated. And America watching, Joe Biden announcing same something, but they're attacking me. Each time they full control take on my activity or what I'm using in this flat, water, sanitation, all vented. They can open, they can close when they want, when they decide. And this by Gestapo, daily, nightly. And so, who they? Well, look at me, what against me using this Rothschild and Co. Putin who? In genocide war in Europe. İlham Aliyev and Putin both doing against me this system Toronto because Putin, who behind them, Rothschild and co, who doing this mess around world, are today talking again about that. Which authority in Israel and why they still untouchable, fully immunity and impunity, are today talking about that. Against me this, against you this. Same. If you don't understand that, it's not good. You should finally accept it, finally. Oh, Earth people, these climate crisis fighters, including scientists, this corruption landing fighters, including investigative journalists or politicians, country leaders, finally should you accept, shall, same. What using against me and who they, and what against you and who they, same persons, same group, same co, Rothschild and co. I say, Kamala Harris, Vice President, called Putin crimes against humanity. And that's true. In Munich Security Conference. But after this announcement should be action. Russia should be officially recognized by America too, state who sponsor terrorism and authority, this terrorist authority of Putin. Finally. And also in my case, Kamala said something too, but it's not happening. Coming worse because you're not acting. Who's stopping you? America, American president, vice president. Who blocking, who try distract you or creating barrier or such things. Today Chinghiz life was about that too. I say, today this, I am Chinghiz together with you, Earth people.